Brian Fabiano, 19 Patricia Place. Regarding Oprah, I would check with Vito from the last board meeting. He said there was no uptick in in Oprah requests, so I'm not quite sure how they're saying there is. Regarding the HIB policy, there was a lot of talk about the HIB policy in the policy meeting, and I think what's ironic is members of the board here that are sitting on the board to make decisions regarding HIBs are some of the biggest offenders. I come to this microphone today with extreme sadness in our community. As many of you know, Monroe is a very diverse community, and the diversity is the cornerstone of what makes our community who we are. The Monroe community is filled with friendships, relationships that are rooted with love, camaraderie, honesty, compassion, overwhelmingly without prejudice to sex, creed, religion, or race. Diversity drives creativity and innovation, produces higher rates of productivity and performance in the community, and fuels all of our personal growth. Every one of us is different, no one being better than the next, and no one has the right to define someone else's personal beliefs, origin, thoughts, or character, especially the members of this Board of Education who take an oath to represent the welfare of the children in the school district. This past weekend, it was disgusting to see on social media members of this board, Adi Nikotinsky, Chrissy Skirby, Ken Chiarella, and Karen Bierman, cite the work of a hate group to promote racist and Islamophobic tropes in an attack on a parent who has been critical of their policies. A parent whose children attend the schools A parent of children who attend these schools should never be subjected to racist attacks on their families or communities. Board members posted links to a hate group described by Georgetown University as a right-wing anti-Islam think tank that spreads misinformation and creates watch lists targeting academics and advocates hawkish foreign policy. By smearing America's largest civil rights group as an anti-Semitic and front for terrorists, board members tried to incite hatred and violence against the Muslim community and fracture the bonds that exist between Muslim and Jewish people in Monroe. While some of the board members used the phrase "speaking as a citizen" in their attacks, your hateful words and racism and attacks on a family and community are not cloaked in what you perceive as an alter ego. As board members, you are held to a higher standard in our community, and you are supposed to be role models for our children, but your actions are instilling fear and hatred in children and the community. Your choices this past weekend were careless, harmful, uncompassionate, and downright awful. When members of this board were sworn to their positions, you took an oath of code of ethics. You agreed that you would make decisions in terms of the educational welfare of children and would seek to develop and maintain schools that meet the individual needs of children regardless of their age, regardless of their ability, race, creed, sex, or social standing. Hurting children by attacking their families is not making decisions that are in the best welfare of the children, and you should be ashamed of yourselves. I am calling on this board to denounce this behavior, this racism, this hatred in our community, and immediately issue a public apology to the family you attacked and to the entire Islamic community that you labeled in your hateful attack. Thank you.